What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another Sister Wives video. This one is season 2, episode 20, 21, and 22. These are the episodes that we are doing today. So without no further ado, make sure you hit that subscribe button, you hit the like button, and let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it.
I'm really worried about them comparing us to Warren Jeffs and saying, no, you are the same as him.
I'm not going to lie to you, I don't have a clue who this Warren Jeffs guy is, to be honest with you, but okay.
Recently, a man named Warren Jeffs, the prophet of the FLDS church, was convicted of child sexual assault.
Whoa. I definitely don't want you to be compared to someone like that waste, man. What in the bromba class guy on here? Yeah, I had to make that up right there, because that is bizarre. What?
Warren Jeffs was abusing his people, and some people think that we're the same church, or that we're even affiliated with them. And so we're not the same people. We're not even close. And they're so separate.
I mean, I can say obviously they 100% are not. They are not close, you know, and I'm happy that they're not close, because that is messed up. I don't even know why that would even come to mind, to be honest with you.
That when people make the comparison between us and them and paint us with the same brush, it makes us a little defensive. So I'm also worried about my own reaction.
Absolutely, you'd make me so freaking defensive. Like, come on now.
Action to the public.
I worry about Kody speaking publicly as well. I really do.
I worry about Christine speaking publicly. Who's actually afraid of what I say? Who's afraid about what?
Sometimes I'm afraid.
Come on, you're not afraid of what I'll say.
See, these guys are the good wives. They're like all really like.
It's so bizarre, isn't it? Just seeing the dynamic of the ones that say yes, the ones that say no. Ah, dear. It's like, yeah, we just know our place, though, innit? So yeah, like, yeah, it is what it is. Honestly, man. But yeah, I just love to see it at this point. But yeah, we continue.
It is staggering when you think about the amount of children that we have, but they will just have to get through college the same way I did, the same way most people do.
Through hard freaking work.
They have to work. They have to try for scholarships. They have to do whatever it takes to get by.
And you know what? That is what has made the world soft these days, eh? That we don't have these fundamentals anymore. But yeah, I mean, we do, but you know what I mean, right? Like, okay, whatever, yeah.
I do not need to go to a big name school to get a good education, and education is an education. As a family, we can help each other get into slightly smaller colleges, state universities, local universities, community colleges.
I like him, man. Honestly, he's one of my favorites, though, man. He's just years ahead of himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, the way he thinks, the way he I like this, man. He's cool, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. You know, you don't have to go to a big time college to get to certain areas. Now, don't get me wrong. There are colleges out there that do, you know, focus on certain areas, which would be so much beneficial for you. But you take what you can get, and then you do what you can, what you got. You know what I mean? Simple as that. Come on now, yeah. But yeah, let's continue.
I wouldn't talk about our sexuality or my sexuality with anybody, really. We regard it so respectfully. So when people just like think that we're going to talk openly about it, it's like they're kind of, you know, disrespecting.
I mean, listen, so obviously they're about to go into, you know, into an event, obviously, where they could be asked questions about their lifestyle, you know. And to be fair, listen, I mean, no one should be put in a position where they are expected to talk about their sexuality, you know. Just because you live a different type of lifestyle to other people, it doesn't mean, you know, people should be asking also, how does that work? I mean, obviously, it's very intriguing, something that I would want to ask, but I wouldn't ask because it's just rude and disrespectful. Yeah, but hopefully that's not the kind of question that they do get, because if they do, then it's peak, you know what I mean? Like, come on now.
Our belief system.
So here's what we're going to do.
That's it. Disrespect to their belief system.
From my perspective, and it's pretty much hypocritical. Somebody asked us about, what do you think about the idea of brother husbands?
You know, that's not.
I'm not saying this because I'm a man. I just think it's the most dumbest thing ever. Like, why would one woman want to be plumbed by multiple guys? Like, it's just, I feel sorry for her fucking body, to be honest with you, at that point. And to be honest with you, the fact that she'd have to produce so many kids out of, like, let's say a woman has 4 husbands. The amount of kids that she'd have to produce per freaking husband would be seen now. And let's not even go into the root of the dangers of pregnancy. Like, it is flat out a dumb question, to be honest, if you ask me. Like, come on now.
Not a tenant over faith, and that's not. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say, who really wants that? Do you? I'm sorry. Please, no. That's a lot of work. Do you know, I mean,
Janelle was smart with that one. Is that what you want? I like it.
Religions have rules and beliefs, and it can even be simple as conducting a marriage or foods that you can and can't eat. Every religion has rules that they.
This is very true. Every religion does have rules. Absolutely.
Think bring them closer to God. That is how it is for us. We feel like living plural marriage is a commandment designed for our happiness.
And the way that the plural marriage is for us, and that we believe and that we've accepted, is one man and multiple wives.
You know, when Janelle explains, you know, she does explain this quite well, to be honest. And obviously Meri adds in, which is good as well. I mean, like, but I think it's more mad that it's the female that even asked it. I mean, a man wouldn't ask that question because he wouldn't want to share a wife, but a woman asking that is a bit like, damn, is that what you want? God damn. I'm not saying it's not possible for women to have multiple children. I'm not saying that's not possible, but you know, the dangers and all that, yeah. Anyway, yeah. End of the day, it's their beliefs, it's how their faith works, and that's the bottom line. Let's continue.
Not ever choose to have more than one husband. From a religious standpoint, because I don't believe that that's right, and also from a personal standpoint, I need my me time, and I wouldn't get it if I had many guys around. I just.
So in a nutshell, you should know how Kody feels then. Kody's someone that doesn't actually have his own me time. So, you know, I think it's important to point that out as well, you know what I mean? And you know what though? Aish, boy. Now I know polygamous lifestyle is definitely not for me, but I love me some me time. I will not be able to maintain all of the monies. Couldn't do it. All the wives, shall I say. Didn't put some respect on it. Couldn't do it. As I love me some me time. I'm
not going there.
Do you find it difficult to split up time and to accomplish all of your fatherly duties? And then also, as wives, is it difficult to have to be so independent? And do you think that you have?
I'm really enjoying the firing questions.
Have a certain level of independence to make a polygamous marriage work?
I think we actually have a benefit that I think women will get, monogamous women will really understand, because I can be a stay-at-home mom. I don't have
Purely pausing for copyright purposes. Purely. Yep.
to work out anywhere. Janelle was choosing to have a career, and she was able to do that knowing that her kids are being taken care of. There's a lot of extracurricular things that I go to for my kids.
That is a very good point, a very fair point. Janelle decides to work, and I stay at home and obviously look after the kids. Therefore, we don't have to worry about childcare. Absolutely.
I want to be able to go to their sporting tournaments. I want to be able to, support this and support that. I have 6 children. We all have, 17 children. And I want to be able to be there for all of those kids.
Which is phenomenal to have that opportunity, you know, not have to worry about the bills, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, listen, I think there are many pros to being in a plural marriage, you know what I mean? It just comes down to who you are as a person, and that is something that you desire and you can handle, if you dig what I'm saying.
What she's trying to say is the sister wife support network makes up and beyond anything that you may see in the lack as far as a husband or a father.
I mean, aren't you women jealous that you don't have the support that we have? Because I'm
really
just trying to, come on, I would say, Kody,
Aren't you just jealous? Okay, whatever, okay.
It's extremely hands-on. He really does like his children. He likes his children, and we like to hang out together as a family. So maybe he isn't, in our current situation, he's not home every night.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
But he does connect with them frequently, often, every day.
I've never seen a dad walk.
And that is the key thing, making sure that he's connecting with his children frequently as much as he can. As well as the wives.
Through the house and connect with every single person, every single child in the house like Kody does, ever. He's the last one to bed. He's always checking emotional temperature on wives. He's always checking emotional temperature on children.
Damn, this guy deserves a raise or something, man. That's a lot of work to do, man. And to bear in mind, now they're all living in different homes as well, so he's got to commute between 4 different homes as well.
Always trying to make sure everybody's okay. They're neither met. He does the running around and picking up kids if it's needed. He does whatever he can. I've never seen him more involved and
therefore, any man out there that doesn't have these responsibilities that he has, and you are slacking to be a parent, shame on you. And also slacking to be a husband, shame on you.
Hands-on dad and husband as Kody. And I think in order for a man to be successful in this faith, he has to be top-notch.
Hip hip, hooray! Kody Rose. Wrong person. It's wrestling. Kody Brown, top-notch. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it's very nice to hear these comments, you know, whether or not they're 100% genuine or not. It's a different conversation, but hey, we continue.
Sentient markers, like they're supposed to be spelled.
Really? Wow, what were they thinking?
So Kody has been left at home with the kids. Babysitting them all, right? Well, not babysitting, but, you know, obviously being a father to every single one of them. While all the wives have gone out to have a good time in Vegas. This is the next episode, by the way, anyway. There's not really too much that's really happened in this episode in a nutshell. But yeah, this is just golden because wait for
Right, you're getting under my very, very, very thin skin right now, okay? No.
You know what? Yeah, nah, man. This city's polygamous lifestyle with all these kids, nah, ain't for me. Definitely isn't for me, man. Even if I was a part of the faith, I'll be saying, nope, can't do it, don't want to do it, nope, too much responsibility, forget that. But yeah, anyway, we continue.
I look at these girls that were dancing up on the bar, and part of me is like, that's just so sad that somebody's daughter, that somebody's little girl.
Yeah, but you know, they just had a whole episode talking about not being judged. You know what I mean? And one and then everybody has a different walk in life and all that kind of stuff. You come out of somewhat of a judgmental statement. So yeah, that's not very fair, is it? But anyway, whatever. We continue.
For me, because we are so conservative in our dress and we are so conservative in the way that we view things. And so when you run into something that's so blatantly opposite from yourself, it's always kind of like, oh,
and that's exactly how a lot of people feel when they see, obviously, your family, okay? And, you have been protective about not being judged this whole time. But hey, it's human nature, right? It's human nature to have your opinion out there. I'm not trying to, say to you're being hypocrites or whatever. I'm just saying it's human nature, isn't it? But yeah, that's something that has to be flipped so they can see it on their side too, if that makes any sense. That makes sense.
I kind of feel like everybody has to choose. Some choose it out of necessity. And I do think some choose it because they don't mind the attention.
And that's what it is. Sometimes some people don't mind some people don't mind the attention. Some people just want the money out of it. It's so many different things. But either way, though, I don't think it's anything that anyone should realistically have to comment on, unless, of course, it's something messed up that's really happening and someone is being somewhat coerced, shall I say. But yeah, we continue.
I don't know what to do with it. And, Kody always says, do something about it or you cannot do something about it. And if you can't do anything about it, you need to let it go. And
So, and then I show here, this is about not dropping enough weight. Obviously, Christine was going to drop 10 pounds. She didn't drop anything. I think Meri dropped about 2 pounds, something like that. So they're very unhappy with the amount of weight that they were unable to drop. And then obviously, as you can see here, Meri's having a whole meltdown, and now she's bringing the whole life into one piece, basically saying that this is happening, da 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 da. I just want one thing to happen, basically, in a nutshell. And obviously, nothing seems to work at this moment in time. But we'll see. Anyway, let's continue.
Christine, Meri, Janelle, I haven't really worked with ROBYN a whole lot, but their personalities are so different and they're so diverse. How do you adapt?
That is a freaking good question.
Guys, in a sense, I think it's our nature to be able to compartmentalize. So in the relationship, I have an individual relationship with, each wife. I don't see it really, in my head, it's not any different.
Does Christine Raz?
Copyright pause. Yep, copyright pause. Yep. You must love these.
Really, in my head, it's not any different.
Does Christine razz you as much as she does me?
I don't doubt that Christine thinks that Bill is cute. She's a shameless flirt.
Oh! Okay. One more set.
I mean, listen, when you know your wife, so therefore you have nothing to be paranoid or paranoid about in any kind of way or even be insecure about. You know what I mean? But let's continue. And I wish so many more people in relationships would just know that their partner is a certain type of way and it's nothing else but that. You know what I mean? But yeah.
In the world of relationships and also business, you develop friendships, and it's natural. We know boundaries. We understand relationships, and we understand those boundaries.
You ever find?
Obviously, quick update. I'm sure some of you would know this already, but obviously, the trainer, he's now partnered up with Kody because they're now going to start a fitness business. Just thought I'd let you know. It's something that I would have paused before and spoken at, but I was like, it's not really context because obviously the whole idea of me doing the reactions and watching all of these scenes again and scenes for the first time is because I'm just wanting to learn why they are the way they are and why they turned out the way they was in season 16 when I first stumbled across Sister Wives, you know what I mean? Following into now season 17, of course. And obviously I did see season 1 obviously back when I first started season 16, but then I was like, now, I'm fully committed to it. And I love you guys being here. Support me and enjoy the content as much as you can. Yes. Anyway, we continue.
Eager to spend a day or an activity with one, more so with one than the others.
That's brilliant. This is great. Yeah, that's
a brilliant question.
I can't it's human nature. Suddenly you wake up that morning and go, oh man, I gotta leave. I gotta go to this house today.
That is the trouble I have with the homes the way they are.
Right.
Yeah, of course. Because obviously the homes are now split up into fours, which makes it so much more harder.
Trying to ask the question if I prefer the presence of one wife over another, and it's an honest question. And the answer is no. I always enjoy being at home wherever I'm at. So the hard part is leaving a home.
I mean, it's a good thing if the hard part is leaving. Do you know what I mean? That is a good thing, 100%. But whether or not he's been truthful, different conversation.
It's a huge catch-22 because here I am every single day of my life. Well, unless I'm doubling up nights or changing anything.
Oh, double up nights.
Yeah, like I do 2 nights and then 2 nights and then 2 nights.
Oh, okay.
I should say days. I do 2 days and 2 days.
Night.
Yeah, double. Yeah. No, okay, we don't worry. No, the best.
Split like.
Of course. That was a copyright pause. Okay.
12 and 12 or something.
Oh no. So I'm thinking usually it'd just be just rotate. But unless I'm doing that, every single day that I wake up, I've got to leave a beautiful woman that I love.
Right. Which you go to another beautiful woman you love.
I do. So it's this huge. I guess compartmentalize. So that helps.
Again, like I always say, man, headache, pure freaking headache. Imagine they did Imagine they did like multiple shows of different polygamous families, and they did an award ceremony to see which husband is the one that's been the best one. I don't know why I just thought of that. Anyway, let's just continue.
How many kids do you have, Sean? Do you have any kids? 3. Okay. Can you imagine your life the same as it is right now if you just had one?
Oh, no, absolutely.
But
Copyright. That is so annoying. I should never do that sound again. Never do it again.
you had one, you were content, you love that child. It's hard to imagine until you experience it. And I think that's probably the way it is with a lot of polygamists, people who are willing to go there. They find
that is a good way to look at it. A very good way to look at it.
a realm that they never knew existed. A realm that
I told you.
absolutely. And until you go there, you'll never know.
And that's it. And that's what the wives have been saying this whole time anyway, you know, with all the questions they've been having. You don't know until you've done it. And once you've done it, you know that it's great. Well, that's obviously going to always be their answer because, you know, yeah. But yeah, we continue.
Along, Peyton was harassing and teasing Dayton.
You guys, these are your brothers and sisters whether you like it or not. And you better start treating them like it.
And
damn, man. I mean, I'm not surprised because that should be happening. I do apologize if my voice is going because for some form of tricky throat. So I've just been living my life. Okay, that's obviously green, so it's clashing the green screen, clearly. Yep, that's clashing as well. Great stuff. Anyway, so I do apologize if my voice is a bit, damn, it hurt. I'm not surprised that there was a conflict with the kids to begin with, you know, because that's something that can happen. And I kind of wish that was something they really kind of like really enhanced on, to be honest with you, you know what I mean? To really talk about the transition of kids coming into a new family. I think that would have been nice to know. Unless they did that in season 1, I just missed it. Forgot about it. I don't know. Anyway, we oh yeah, sorry. This is actually now episode 23. We've done 20, 21, 22. Now 23. This is obviously we was meant to only do 20, 21, 22, but now we're doing the last one. So this is the last episode of season 2. Woohoo! We finally done it. Now we've got season 3. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, let's continue.
I honestly think we already have almost more kids than we can handle, and the fact that we're just having more, you guys gotta realize that it's Robyn who hasn't had one of those yet.
I really enjoy the dynamic between these two, you know. Really do enjoy the dynamic behind them. He says one thing, he says the complete opposite. And like I said before, he is so much, I'm listening to names is a myth for me right now, but like I said before, you know, he's very mature, you know what I mean? He's years ahead of himself, you know, in terms of his maturity, which is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, let's continue.
I'm glad Robyn's having a baby, and like I think it's happy for her, but like I don't know if I'm excited. I don't know.
I mean, listen, I understand it's going to be hard to be excited because you've had there's 17 of you, right, or whatever. So it's like they've seen babies being popped out for so many years. It is going to be hard to be excited, and I completely get that.
What I think about the baby, I don't know if I really feel happy that we're having a baby because I just don't know. I mean, he's your little brother, right?
I guess they're all still having their differences, isn't it? Because obviously, you know, bringing a new wife with her kids and whatnot, you know, it's not easy.
Sure. He's probably right. Yes, because he's like, yeah. So aren't you at least a little happy? We have so many kids right now that I don't know.
You love someone you don't know.
I love him.
But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, this is Meri's daughter, though, isn't she? Because she's the only one, it makes sense for her to be excited. The rest of them have all got siblings, you know what I mean? She doesn't actually have like. Everyone is a half sibling to her, based in a nutshell. You know what I mean? Everyone else has full blood siblings or all that kind of mumbo jumbo. So yeah, that's a sticky one, man. It's a very sticky one. I don't know if I'd be excited myself in particular. To be honest with you, I'm not really going to sit and say that she's right, he's wrong. However you feel is how you feel. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't not be excited just because it's Robyn. You know what I mean? Like that's just not fair, but we continue.
It's become Meri, Robyn, and Christine again, instead of me against Kody and Robyn or me against Meri and Christine. It's helped.
It's a shame that that's something that they were unable to refine again, but obviously this is only season 2, so I can imagine so much things have happened since then, which obviously would have made it hard for them to find this space again, if you know what I mean.
Reestablish that one-on-one relationship, and it feels so good. You're not alone.
Yeah, man, I can imagine it. Feeling good, but at the end of the day, that is the whole idea of sister wives. You know what I mean? But yeah, we continue.
And jealous of her relationship with Kody, and it's very hard when you're jealous of someone to see them as a person and not as the enemy. It's hard. And so when you have lunches together, and I can just see Robyn as a person, then I'm like, that's why I actually love her.
I have no idea why she used that voice. Oh, I actually love her. But yeah, anyway, that was refreshing to hear anyway, and nonetheless. But hey, we continue.
Read them all a little bit. I'm like, I wonder how deep we're going to go. Which is why these lunches.
Sorry, my mouse wouldn't move then. I had to unmute myself. You're right. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
are so important because I am in my comfort zone now that I live separate than I ever was before. I feel completely isolated. I do.
You like that? Or it's just comfortable?
It's just comfortable.
There's no...
Man, you know, I'm actually buzzing to see where, well, it's not a very nice thing to say, is it? But I'm actually buzzing to see where it actually all just goes completely kaput because, damn, man, it's a shame. It is a damn shame.
Part of our family. It's a peace offering because my treatment of her has not been accepting and welcoming in the least.
Interesting. Very, very interesting because this is what Kody put her up on in the most recent season. Interesting.
Not being jealous of her, what it really did and made her feel like is that she wasn't welcome. That I didn't want her sister wife, and I didn't think she was a wife of Kody. So
she is admitting to treating Robyn like shit and not making her feel welcome. That's exactly what she was put up on by Kody. You know what I'm saying? The most recent one, and this is where we are now. Okay. It's just interesting because when you go back to the past, you know, you're seeing what was said before to what's said now. Obviously, there's so much more things obviously I'm going to see and learn and whatnot, but she said it right there. She was never really a fan, and she was aware that maybe she just wasn't that welcoming. And for her to deny it was very fascinating.
I never meant that. I never meant her to feel like she wasn't a wife and that she wasn't equal. I would blame her for taking Kody away. I would blame her for being Kody's.
If you're going to blame for all those things, then that means you definitely did mean to do what you did. You can't say that you didn't mean it. You definitely did.
Favorite wife. I mean, having favorites is not okay. If you want a successful family, you don't have favorites. I never meant her to feel like she wasn't a wife and that she wasn't equal. But the way that I behaved has made her feel like she has.
Exactly. How you behave can definitely put someone in a certain position, you know, on a certain pedestal. If you conduct yourself properly, then that may not happen. Yeah.
Been welcome. And I really feel bad for that. It's just not okay to treat people mean and to treat people badly. And I dread that my children won't think of her as a mom because...
Okay, now we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere.
Of how unfair I've been. And that's not okay. That's not okay because she's earned that. And I just feel bad. You know,
I mean, listen, man, one thing that I love the most in the world, one of the many things I love is accountability. People that know how to hold themselves accountable. And I'm all here for it. You know what I mean? Being able to hold yourself accountable, that is absolutely phenomenal.
Potentially could have caused this family a lot of harm. And I know things will get better. And it's not like I'm saying, here, I love you, please accept this as a token of my friendship and my love. But in the way it kind of is, you know, it's just like, here, I'm sorry.
And sometimes in life, that's all it takes. All it takes is a simple, I'm sorry. That's it.
Solomon is so special to me, and I love him, and he loves me back, and I put my hand on her belly, and he moves, and I just know that he loves me. And so this is kind of, hey, I welcome Solomon as my son. And
I love how babies, children can bring people together. You know, I think that's so magical and so special.
I promise to be better, and so this is just for her for that.
There we go. Happy days. Happy freaking days, man. Love to hear it. Love to see it. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's continue. Obviously, so much more has happened since this season, of course, for Christine to develop her emotions have way she has, which, you know, I'm going to obviously respect. So don't think I forget that this is only season 2. Come on now. Last episode though, but let's get into it.
When Kody and I were in Mexico for our 20th anniversary, he was saying to me, why don't we think about maybe doing in vitro?
Now, I do wonder if this was one of the things that really pushed Kody even more away from Meri because she wasn't open to doing something that involved helping her, you know, obviously have birth again. Maybe this is it because, you know, when it comes to old beliefs and whatnot, you know, there's a reason why, you know, he has wives and so many children, you know, because of the higher power and X, Y, Z. So I wouldn't be surprised her not wanting to go through with something like that to have an ex-child is probably why he was like, I'm done with you then. You never know, but maybe you guys do know. Anyway, we continue. Solomon has now arrived. Yeah. That's my excitement. Yep. Well, pretty much that was it then, wasn't it? Just Robyn giving birth and everyone coming around and being supportive and meeting the new baby. But hey guys, that is season 3 done and dusted. I will catch you guys, of course, when we do start so that's season 2 done and dusted. And I will catch you guys when we start season 3. But anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for your time. I'll catch you guys in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and peace.